Hello and good morning, everyone. Today we will be starting with our English language chapter 2 on saying please by A.G. Gardiner. Let's learn something more about A.G. Gardiner. His full name was Alfred George Gardner. He was a British journalist and author. His essays were written under the pen name Alpha of the Plough and are highly regarded in English literature. Gardiner was editor of the Daily News from 1902 to 1915. Under his direction, it became one of the leading liberal journal its days. Means it was very famous in those days under his leadership. From 1915, he contributed to The Star under the pen name Alpha of the Plough. The Star is also was also a leading journal. His essays are uniformly elegant, graceful, and humorous. His uniqueness lay in his ability to teach the basic truths of life in an easy and amusing manner. The pillars of society, pebbles on the shore, many furrows and leaves on the wind are some of his best known writings. Now, in this lesson, A.G. Gardiner wants to point out the good manners in society and emphasizes the importance of courtesy and politeness in daily behavior. Writer shows how polite speech and manner sweetens the atmosphere around and how discourtesy and ill manner spoil or pollute the things around us. Means basically the lesson is about the effects of good manners and bad manners. Now, in this essay, it deals with little but socially important incident from our day-to-day life. It tells us about the great value of politeness and mannerism. The author points out that bad manners are antisocial, means nobody likes bad mannered people around ourselves. Though bad manners are not considered criminal in the eyes of the law, the society always look down upon the rude people. Means having bad manners is not a criminal thing in the eyes of law, but even we don't like any rude or bad manner people to be around us. According to Gardiner, good manners and bad manners are really contagious. Contagious means which spread very fast. Means if you live in a company of a bad mannered person, automatically you after some days you will see that your manners have changed. But at the same time, if a bad mannered person comes in the company of good mannered person, after few days he also starts behaving in a good manner. If bad manners of one person influences other and make them rude and ill-tempered, good manners of one person also affects others and make them be polite and kind in return. Means these are the good and the bad effects which have very quick influence on us. The essay means this lesson starts with an incident of a liftman in a city office who threw a passenger out of his lift because he didn't use the word please. He just said top and not top please. Means when that person came to lift, the liftman was inside the lift, and the man got inside and just told him that he wanted to go up. He just said top. He didn't say please. So this liftman got angry. The liftman was undoubtedly in the wrong and was fined for the offense. Means it is not necessary every time that you should say please to the liftman. Anyone can go inside and just say take me up, or I want to go up. It's not necessary to say please. So this in this case liftman was found wrong, and so he was punished for throwing out that person out of the lift. Discourtesy is not a legal offense, and it does not excuse assault and betray. Follow you to attack anyone. Means if anyone is not talking to you in a good manner, or with is talking to you with a discourtesy, you have no right to punish him. No legal system could attempt to legislate against bad manners, and therefore legally it is not a punishable offense. So any person who is behaving badly around you, there you have no right to give him punishment, or even legally by law he can't be punished. Anyone may be as uncivil as he may please, and the law will protect him against violent retaliation. Means if you ask for the law against this bad mannered person, the law will not help you. He will take the side of the bad mannered person, because it is not taken as an offense. The law does not compel anyone to say please. Here, A.G. Gardner says, we infect the world with our ill humors. Bad manners probably do more to poison the stream of the general life than all the crimes in the calendar. Means bad manners are so bad that it is a poison spreading in the environment. It is said to be more worst than the crime. The word like please and thank you make us courteous, by which we keep the machine of life oiled and running sweetly. If you command for anything, you will get the service in resentment. But if you ask nicely, that is courteously, you will definitely get the service with willingness and good feeling. Means the words please and thank you are always very sweet to our ears. Means if you ask anything to anybody with a rude manner, or uh, rudely, you will not get it with a nice heart. But at the same time, if you ask anything politely or courteously, it is definite that you will get the thing, the service, very politely and with a happy heart, with a good feeling. Here, Gardner also talks about a polite bus conductor who is the symbol of courteousness and mannerism. Means for in first incident we saw a liftman who was very angry when he was not given the respect. He was not courteously treated. And this is the second incidence of a conductor who is very courteous, who is very polite. Once the narrator got into the bus and eventually came to know that he had no money to buy the tickets. Means sometimes it happens, na? We forget to take our purse, we forget to take our wallet, and we go somewhere, and suddenly we find that we have no money to buy anything. The polite conductor didn't make him leave the bus, but instead he gave him the ticket. So the conductor was very courteous. He didn't tell the passenger to get out of the bus. Instead, he gave him the ticket. After that, the narrator began to observe him whenever he boarded his bus. Means the writer was the regular customer of that same bus route. So he always used to see the conductor how he was behaving. The conductor would always make his passengers comfortable with his patience and courteous behavior. So every time he watched the conductor, he saw that the conductor was a very polite and a good mannered person. Particularly, the narrator was surprised with the ease with which the conductor got through his work. Means you know how hectic the conductor work is. They have to stand for the whole time in the bus, and they have to face many different peoples who speak with them very arrogantly more of the times, for say for change to be given to take the ticket. If the ticket is not there, they speak very rudely with him. So conductor's work is very hectic, and in such a condition, the writer was seeing the conductor every time cheerful, happy, and he was always making his passengers comfortable. There is one more incident of the bus conductor mentioned in the lesson. Once, when the writer was going in the same bus, there was a lot of crowd in the bus, and uh, the writer was sitting on a seat when suddenly his foot was smashed very badly. So, in a anger, he was about to shout, but immediately words sorry came on his ear. And when he looked back, that was the same conductor who had stamped the writer's foot. But immediately the conductor apologized to the writer and said, sorry, there is too much rush today, and by mistake I have stamped your foot. So, as soon as he heard the words sorry, the writer calmed down. Automatically his anger went down, and he recognized that yes, this is the same person who had helped me out, and he became quiet. So if there would be some other person and he would have stamped the writer's feet and would have not said sorry, there would have been a big quarrel over there. So, always when you are courteous, you are polite, you say sorry to your mistakes, you say thank you for something you get. Always there is a good manner, a good polite image of yours in the society. So, the Garner wants to say that we must get the civilities if we want to make life kindly and tolerable for each other. Means to live happily with each other, everybody should be civilized, everybody should have good manners. The polite man may lose the material advantage, but he always has spiritual victory. So, this was the conclusion of the essay of A.G. Gardner. The main moral of the lesson was that good manners and bad manners both are contagious. So, try to be civilized, have good manners, to be polite with everybody. So, in return, you will get the same politeness and kindness in your life. Okay, so this is the end of the lesson. Just go through the lesson, read the lesson properly. If there is any query, you can put it in the comment box. Thank you.